Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. That is a really cool loading screen, I might add. So this video, it's going to be a video explaining how to get maze coins, and more importantly, how to get the brand new mythic monster. I feel like there's a bunch new players in the game, probably because of the whole quarantine and stuff going on in the world, which is awesome. Not the quarantine and the virus, but the fact that there's newer players in the game. So I wanted to make this video to teach you guys how to get maze coins and how to get the brand new monster, because this is going to be one of the few ways you can get a brand new mythic monster completely free to play. Like, yes, we have the monster in the past, but depending how new your account is, if you're barely playing Monster Legends, it might be a little difficult you for actually go through the past to get the monster that's available here, and you're still not going to get this monster towards the end of the month. And especially if you weren't able to get the recent race monster because you don't have a really active race team, or maybe you got kicked out of a race team, then this is super important that you pay attention to what I'm going to say, because this is how you get a monster. Alright, so the Duel and Honor maze, the monsters available are Callisto, Panzas, Quixote, and Erder. Erder is a thunder tank with shield, damage mirrors, and extra turns. What? The extra turns? So I know nothing about this monster. I still need to take a look at the monster, and then we can go into analysis on the monster. That'll be a whole separate video by itself. But what I can see real quick is a thunder monster that can hold like double shield. So I would say this monster is going to be tanky just based on the relics he can hold. Oh, it says thunder tank, duh, armor. But extra turns is interesting. So yeah, nonetheless, he's a mythic monster. So I'm going to teach you guys how to get this monster. And honestly, the maze is one of the easiest ways to get a mythic monster. So in just 2 or 3 days, you can have this monster, and then if you want to take a break and don't even worry about the rest of the maze and you just want to relax, you can totally do that. So let's jump right into it. How do you get maze coins? If you click on the little question mark icon right here, it tells you all you need to know about getting maze coins. You see right here, collecting food, that'll yield 30 maze coins. Collecting food, that'll give you 50 maze coins. Feeding your monsters, that will give you 30 maze coins. Fighting player versus player, that'll give you 15 maze coins. Breeding will give you 50, and hatching will give you 50. When you add up all of those amounts, you get 225 maze coins. Now the trick to the maze, and this is for every single maze, the trick to the maze is that you can only get these 225 maze coins every 4 hours. 4 hours, that is the magic number for the maze. Alright? And what this also means is that if you log in 2 hours into the game and collect gold, you're only going to get half, so you'd only get 15 maze coins. But if you want to make life easy on yourself and you don't even have to log in a lot into the game, just in intervals of 4 hours, that's all you need to do. That's all you have to remember. So we'll start with the first one, collecting gold. All you need to do is literally collect gold. So if I press collect, I should get maze coins. Now you might notice that the first time you press collect, you don't get anything. That's completely fine, that tends to happen. You can press collect again, and then you will get your maze coins. Now I only got one because I've already been collecting. In fact, if you see, I already have like over 800. Yeah, I have 837 maze coins as of 6 days and 10 hours left. But yeah, that's basically all you have to do. And if you find yourself not getting the maze coin, you can literally spam collect on different habitats and you should get your maze coins. So super simple. You literally just press collect a couple times until you get your maze coins. Make sure you get all 30 maze coins, okay? Honestly, if I press collect all, that'll probably give me the better chance to get all of my maze coins. So let's see if I'm missing any more, and then I'll go to another one and press collect. And let's see, 26. Oh look, actually it has been 4 hours. I haven't collected because I got like 111 and 26. So I got my 30 maze coins for collecting gold. Good thing I pressed collect all. Let's go back into here, and then I can check that off. Alright, collecting food. I should get 50 maze coins from collecting food. Well, these are still being done, so I'm just going to wait and come back to this. Let's see what else I have. And I recently collected, so I'm probably going to get like 10 or 12, I imagine. But let's go back here. What else do we need to do? We need to feed a monster, and I can get 30. So feed your monster is very simple. Just find a monster that you haven't leveled up yet, or that's a low level. So let's see, who do I have? I'm gonna sort, or any monster that isn't fully leveled, just feed him a couple times. Alright, and then exit out. So just like with gold, how you kind of need to execute it first before you get your maze coins, right? You need to kind of start feeding the monster first, stop, and then you can go back to feed the monster, and bam, you get your maze coins, plus 30. See, and notice it caps at 30. That is the maximum amount of maze coins I can get. So I got my 30 for gold, I got my 30 for feeding. What else do I need to do? Well, I need to collect food, but I can't do that yet. I need to do PvP, player versus player, and I get 15 maze coins. Now the cool thing about PvP, and let me change my team because I'm in a pretty high league. I don't recommend what I'm doing right here. Being in a high league does not help you. Well, actually, we'll talk about that. As you can see, some of these opponents are really hard. This person has a 150 of the brand new team race. Now notice, the team race literally just finished, mine is still hatching, and this player already got the monster and ranked him up to rank 5. So they sped through a lot. So if you find yourself having difficulties in the league you're in, the best advice I can give you is to put a very, very weak defense team. Notice I have very, very weak monsters. Yes, they're level 130, but they have level 1 runes and level 3 runes. So put a weak defense team so that you can purposely lose your defense. Alright, and then, let's see. Notice that, like, when I had a good team on defense, Armorclaw, Wormlad, and Ragnarök, I won. But when I have a weak team on defense, it makes it easier for me to get an easy revenge battle. So that is the trick to PvP. If you find yourself in a tough situation, put a very weak defense team so that you can easily win. Oh man, it would be that. Let's just do monster review. So they got evasion, so this might take a little longer than I would have liked. Demon's Flame, Abyss Bottom. This is why I run Wormlad to go now, and thank you for that. Remember to sub. Let's take out, let's take you out. He'll come back because of revival essence, but then I can churn transfer, and then he's frozen. Remember to sub again, and then monster review. Bye bye Ragnarök, and then Thalassa will die. Recharge, and remember to sub. Remember to sub, everyone. All right, cool. So when you win your PvP battle, you will get your 15 mace coins. And more importantly, do not exit out because you get a chance to spin the roulette wheel and get an additional 50 mace coins, okay? Now here's the deal. Right now there's a 72-hour challenge going on as well. So if you wanted to, you could press try again, but I want to make this very clear for newer players. If you click try again, this doesn't mean you get the challenge coins and then whatever you get again. No, if you click try again, all that means is that you forfeit the current reward to spin the wheel again. So I personally don't recommend it, but some players have been successful spinning the wheel. So nonetheless, if you win a PvP battle, you get a chance to get mace coins, but more importantly, you get your 15. Let me do another quick battle. So you definitely want to make sure to utilize your attacks because, hey, you never know, you could land on that plus 50 multiple times, and that's just more mace coins for you, which makes it easier for you to get the monster. So let me just go ahead and go through this real quick. Let's take down Ragnarök. Let's do, remember to sub. Let's take down Wormlad. He'll probably resurrect. I will Queen's Call over here. Let's take down Wormlad. And also the amulet. Recharge. And remember to sub, everyone. Alright, so just the only reason I won again, you'll notice I won't get any mace coins because I already got my 15. But I get this to spin the wheel. And hopefully I will get the mace coins. And even if you don't get the mace coins, that's fine. You definitely want the challenge coins for the 72-hour challenge. So I'm not going to bother attacking, but I will be using my 8 attacks to spin the roulette wheel. So that's something I'm going to do. And my food is ready, so watch. The first time I collect, I can even collect a couple, I won't get anything. But if you just hold on and wait a minute, which is exactly what I'm going to do, what I recommend is just plant the most expensive one, the Black Lotus Root, if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, whatever's the most expensive, go ahead and plant it. So Black Lotus Root, and then, assuming you collected everything, take a quick second to do the Blue Legends Tail. When you collect that Blue Legends Tail, that's when you get your maze coins. So let's go back to the Duel and Honor Maze. Question mark icon. Okay, the only 2 things I need to do left are breeding and hatching, and those are very easy, very simple to do. So let me exit out, and let me show you the trick to this. If my hatchery is not full, unfortunately my hatchery is full, but I can still talk about the most important thing to do. And yes, it's a little hard because there's currently a breeding event going on for another monster, right, for Conklin. But what I would say, to be honest, if you had to choose between getting the breeding monster, getting is it Conklin? I think that's the name. Between getting the nature monster and getting this newer monster, to be honest, from what I reviewed, you can make sure to check out the monster analysis comments in the description below. He's not that great of a monster. So, and to be honest, like, unless you breed 2 of the monsters that are currently breeding, I don't even know where the event is. There's so much going on. Oh, right here. Yeah, Kralik. Oh, Kralik, sorry. So, in order to get this monster, you're gonna have to breed like 2 of the breedable monsters, and then go through like a survival dungeon or a progressive island. It is not worth the effort. I would say you can go ahead and skip them and just focus on the maze. But really quickly, let me go ahead and collect the Blue Legends Tail, and bam, I am getting 49. Oh, so it has been more than 4 hours since I played. Very good thing I'm making this video. And then you can just press repeat all, and you'll notice that even if I collect more, I'm not going to get any more maze coins because I already maxed out. Okay, I am really glad that I got the full points just so I can prove to you guys. So, normally what you would want to do is, and even my baby account unfortunately is also full, but normally what you want to do is, actually I can go ahead and show you because that's not too much of a problem. So let me go ahead and switch over to my baby account. Alright, I am on my baby account. So the number one thing you can remember here is you want to breed Thunder Eagle. If you don't have Thunder Eagle, you can buy him in the shop. He only costs 5,000 gold. And the reason you want Thunder Eagle is because Thunder Eagle takes exactly 4 hours to hatch and exactly 4 hours to breed, assuming you don't have your Guardian on. But this little monster right here, he is the main attraction of the mazes. So I'm breeding a Thunder Eagle right here. So if you have 2 Thunder Eagles, you can breed them together. It'll always produce a Thunder Eagle. If you have a legendary monster and a Thunder Eagle, it'll always produce a Thunder Eagle. So watch, as soon as, see how it's 4 hours? So you can use Thunder Eagle as a timer of the last time you logged in. I'll click repeat, and that is another Thunder Eagle. Now you notice I didn't get any maze coins. That's because I need to hatch a monster, and I need to breed another monster. So right now, if I was to pay gems and hatch this, for example, I would get my 50 maze coins. So the trick here is to put your Thunder Eagle into the hatchery, and then sell another monster, okay? If you sell a monster first and then put Thunder Eagle, you may not get your 50 maze coins. Or if anything, it'll add up, and the next time you sell a monster, you'll get 100 maze coins. I hope that made sense. But basically, the trick here is, click on Thunder Eagle so that he goes into your hatchery, and then sell a monster. And another trick you can do, if you only have like one breeding mountain, if, let's say you don't have both the tree and the mountain, what you can do is breed Thunder Eagle and then do a Pandakin breed, Fire and Nature together, do a Pandakin breed. When you put that Pandakin, and then go ahead and do another Thunder Eagle, and then you can sell the Pandakin and you'll get your 50 maze coins. I hope that made sense. If not, I can do a follow-up video just showing that specifically. But that's it. That's essentially all you need to do, and that is how you get your 225 maze coins every 4 hours. If you do the math, it really depends on how often you log in. 225, if you only log in twice a day, that's 450. If you log in 4 times a day, that's 900 maze coins. If you log in 5 times a day, that's 1100 maze coins. So the amount of coins you get will really depend on your efforts. Now, a little special bonus, for those of you that have the Golden Legends Pass, you have access to these, where are they? You have access to these Maze Collector activation tickets. The way they work is they make it so you yourself do not have to log into the game every 4 hours and do all of these tasks. Instead, you just activate your ticket and a worker will work for you, and so you actually don't have to do anything. So, if I wanted to, right, I can start collecting. Add a ticket, add a ticket, add a ticket. And this will essentially give me my 225 maze coins for every ticket that I put. So let me cancel real quick. If I just put one ticket, let me add a ticket. In 4 hours, I come back to the game, I'll press collect, and I'll get 225 maze coins. So I would say, do not use these during the day. Instead, use them right before you go to sleep. If you go to sleep for 8 hours, good. Put on 2 tickets, and when you wake up and go into the game, you're going to get 450 maze coins. Just like that. It is super easy. It is super simple. This is also why I say, in my personal opinion, the Golden Legends Pass is the best value in the game, because not only do you get a rank 3 monster, you also get 300 gems, and you also get maze collector tickets, which just help you get another monster from the maze. Super awesome, super simple. Now the thing about the maze tickets is, you can only have 30 in your storage, okay? So if I go here on my storage, where is it? There's somewhere here. If I go here, if I show you, I have 30 maze collector tickets, so I can't collect any more. So if you do already have your 30, and you have more available from the Legends Pass, do not collect these right away. Watch, where is mine? I haven't collected. See how I still have those 3 available to claim? That's because I can't hold any more than 30, so I'm not gonna bother claiming it because I don't want to lose it. So I think there's even more here. 5 more here, and there's a few more over here. So yeah, that's the trick to that. Now, the other important piece of advice for everyone, please listen to this. Do not, I repeat, do not move unless there's a discount, unless there's a happy hour. When you saw the Duel and Honor Maze pop up, you probably saw a 20% discount, which just means that to move your monsters, it costs 20% less. Well, in the next 2 or 3 days, there's going to be something called a limited edition pathway. And for those of you that are newer players, you would have seen this with Prince Charmless in the Swamps and Knights Maze. Alright, there's a time period for 2 days, a monster will appear, and you have a chance to get that monster. So it's going to be the brand new Mythic monster. During the limited edition pathway, that is the best time to get the monster, because it's only going to cost you around 3,500 gems, assuming there's a 10% discount, and there's always 2 10% discounts during the limited edition pathway. The first 10% discount happens as soon as the pathway is released, and then the second discount, I'm not entirely sure when it is. I know players out there know the exact time because it's always the exact same time. So once again, I repeat, do not waste any coins. Hopefully you haven't wasted anything yet. Do not waste any coins as of right now up until that limited edition pathway, and then try to move during the 10% discounts. Assuming you miss the 10% discount, it's going to cost you around 4,000 maze coins. Historically, that's what it cost. around 4,000 without a discount, 3,500 with a discount. So that's my advice to everyone. Wait for the limited edition pathway. It is the best way to get the mythic monster. Because if not, you need to move Callisto and get the key, and then you need to move Panzers and get a key, and then Quixote and move a key, and that's too much work. Don't bother. If anything, if you're able to get the monster during the limited edition pathway, then you can just devote the rest of your time to either take a break or keep collecting maze coins so that you can get more styles of him in his original pathway. But limited edition pathway, best time to get the monster, and again, wait for discounts. And you're probably thinking like, Armor, how are we going to get so many maze coins? Don't worry, it's going to be possible, because for those of you that have the monster wood, what SocialPoint does is they will make it available for you to get maze coins by watching videos in the monster wood. And also, in the dungeons, there's going to be a maze coin dungeon. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets released tomorrow or the next day, but likely tomorrow. There's going to be a maze coin dungeon where you can get like, what is it, like 1,000 maze coins just by doing battles similar to like the token dungeon. Super easy, super simple to do. So assuming you complete the dungeon and you get like your maze coins, you're gonna be good. Just believe me. If you listen to my advice, if you don't waste maze coins, you wait for the limited edition pathway, and you do everything I said, you're gonna be good. So now you know how to get the brand new monster, and this is really the best way to get a new mythic monster completely free to play, right? Because with the race, you need to be active. You need to be in a race team. Gems will be spent. With a silver pass, yeah, you can get the monster. It just takes longer. And it really depends on whether or not you're going to be able to complete your challenges. So for newer players, I don't know whether you can complete all of these challenges, like craft 3 level 7 runes. You're probably not going to be able to do that, to be honest. But yeah, guys, I wanted to make this video just to tell you guys how to get this monster and how to get him very easily in 2 or 3 days. So with that being said, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much. Best of luck to all of you, and I will see you all next time.